Hello everyone, and welcome. And if you're new to this channel, extra special welcome to you. So, in the past couple of videos, we've been working on my 85 MR2. Specifically the 1NZ FXE swap. Yes, that is a Prius engine. It's okay. Go back and watch a couple of the videos and I explain why and what I've done different. One of the issues that I've been fighting here recently is the shifter. The shift cables were actually set up to use the second gen side to side cable, so I would have had to modify the stock cable, but instead, a good friend of mine actually sent me the cable that I need. So today we're going to install that and see if that helps the shifter. If it does, then one more thing checked off the list. The only thing that we got left after that is alignment and front torque plate welding up, and I mean just other little small things, but that's the only major things I can think of right now. So anyway, let's cut the chat and get to it. Alright, so this is actually, as you probably saw in the last video, did a quick glimpse of it, but this is how I had to rig it to actually make it somewhat work before, whenever I was trying to drive around the block. So the problem is, this is too short. It does not go, when you would go over, it wouldn't go in far enough to actually get into first and second. Fifth and reverse was fine, but actually now fifth and reverse is not all the way there. So hopefully this new cable will fix that. I'm going to go ahead and cut all this out. I guess I can remove that. And remove this cable. Take it out from the center there and unhook it from the transmission side. So let me get to that. Alright, and just for those that don't know how to pull this cable, there is a pin and a washer that goes right here. This is actually normally on that. So you pull the pin, you pull the washer. Be sure not to drop them down there because it's a pain to get to. Pull that off. There is normally one of these right here. Pop that off. Push this back some, and it comes out. So then I was thinking I had to get back behind the carpet, but you don't. Everything else is done in the engine bay. So let me go show you that. Alright, so with the 1NZ, it makes it a little easier, a little harder. That's the one we're replacing. That's the one that goes, pushes the selector shaft in and out to select first and second, third and fourth, or fifth and reverse. So once you get that, there's normally a pin similar to the front on that, and then a little washer. You pull that off, that pops off. Then let's see if we can get a shot of this. Back behind here, there is a clip that you remove. It is that clip. And then the cable slides out just like on the shifter side. So now the only other thing we got to do is remove this bolt and that bolt right there. And then this cover comes off and the cables slide out. Well, can slide out because that actually holds a grommet to keep dust and all that other junk out. So as you can see, I've started that. Let me finish that and get the cable out, and then we will compare the first gen versus the second gen one. Alright, we got the cable out, but I see a problem. It's identical. The second gen and the first gen are identical. Let me get that. This is the old one. That's the one that I just got sent. So you follow it around. They are identical. Only difference is this is the engine side of the one that I had, and it's broke. So that might have been my problem the whole time. This is the old one.
Oh, you said that's the new one and this is the old one.
On that side it was. Sorry, my cohort had to pipe in. So now that this one's not busted on this end, I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Although it does have that crack there, whereas this one doesn't, but we'll call it good. Here is the grommet and the bracket that I was showing you. You had to get the bolts out of on the firewall. It's those two little screws right there. Yes. So that's that. I mean, reverse the removal so we can install. Alright, so I got the cable swapped out. Same thing. I cannot get into first or second. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I'm about to pull the shifter plate off and double check my bushing in there because it looks like it's kind of wore out, and I don't know if that's part of the problem or not. But it's the base bushing, not the selector bushing, so I don't know. I'm gonna try that, or I'm gonna pull that off and we'll pick it up on the other side. Alright, so after some digging, I removed this plate. There's not enough slop in there to make much of a difference. But, alright, so this is the one that we replaced, and it is currently all the way back, which would mean it would be like going into first and second. But if I can focus here, as you can see, even all the way over, it's a 1/4 inch off, something like that. It's not very much, but whenever you go, let's see if I can put it in neutral. All right, so that would be third and fourth. It's about the same distance away. And then you go, let's go into fifth and reverse. See if it'll stay there. And that's a long way off. So, not sure what's going on there. So it looks like I'm going to have to do what I was going to do in the first place, and that is make the side-to-side selector adjustable just as the front-to-back one is, the actual gear selector. It's not adjustable by much, but it's enough. I think I have some plate that I can try first that I think I'm going to get like a thin strip of plate, metal, steel. I think I only have aluminum, but it's good enough for testing. And you drill a hole for the shifter side in one end, and then you drill a hole for the actual cable, run a bolt through it on the other side. That might give me enough space to get by for now until I can verify that I have my metal cutting wheels and all that other stuff that I need to actually cut the cable, thread it, and put like a turnbuckle or something in it. But let me see if I can find that stuff. Alright, so there we have it. I have taken a piece of flat bar steel, drilled a hole here, and then I put two back here, just in case this one wasn't far enough. And I just have a bolt through it right now. Yes, I know that's like a ball socket, but it's what I had. I'll eventually make this actually a turnbuckle style, more like this. But my goal is right now just to get this car driving so that I can actually go get an alignment and stuff like that. And not have to worry about somebody yelling at me whenever I'm at a red light and I can't go into first. So this will actually help that. It actually goes into first easy now, without much fuss. And I have plenty of room left over. And I know it kind of moves around a little bit. I'm going to try to stabilize this some for now like I said, it's temporary, but once I get the turnbuckle deal in, it will be more like that. So, but this, I mean, it works for now. Is it ideal? No, but it's what we got. So, am I proud of that? Kinda. It's engineering at its finest, but it'll work for now. I will be able to drive it. If I have to, if my Lexus decides for the starter to go completely out, I could just jump in this and go. And speaking of the Lexus, it is getting harder and harder to crank. The starter's going out. I've got to do that starter soon. Today is a beautiful day, so I'm probably going to take this around the block and see how it does, how the shifter does, and all that kind of stuff. While I was up under the car, I did go ahead and button up a few odds and ends. The coolant line was just kind of dangling there. I pulled that up and fixed it. I routed the shifter linkage a little differently, so it's not in a bind now. And I actually got the battery fastened down, so I don't have to worry too much about it flailing around. But I'm not going to be flying around the corners and everything in this just yet. Still got to get in alignment. Still got to fix the front and torque mount. But for now, it shifts, and we'll just call that a happy day. So anyway, if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time that I upload a video, hit that little bell out beside it whenever you hit subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, just hit me up in the comment section below. I try to read and answer every comment I can. And so far, I think I've done pretty good. And thank all of you who have commented. It's very nice to actually know that people are watching this and that you're actually getting something out of it. So I guess that will wrap it up for now. So until next time.